Hi there, I'm Freddy from NUGEN Audio here at the NAMM show, and today I'm going to be talking you through a few of our plugins. It's going to be Halo Vision, Paragon and SigMod. Halo Vision is over here on the right hand side. This actually hasn't been released yet, but it is going to be coming out pretty imminently. This is a surround and immersive analysis suite. The idea behind it is that it's for audio engineers who need a little bit of a backup. Say, for example, you've been in the studio all day and your ears are getting fatigued, or maybe, for example, you're in a less than ideal listening environment. This just kind of gives you the information that you might be missing if you can't kind of trust your ears. So on the right hand side here, we have the location haze. This is similar to what you might have seen in Halo Upmix, another plugin of ours. This is like a top-down view of the surround space. It shows you where the energy is focused in the room. Next to that is the frequency haze. This shows the same information, but by frequency. So the closer to the center, the lower the frequency, the further out, the higher the frequency. So you can see there, high frequency information is represented by a lighter blue, darker blue in the center as well. We've got the correlation matrix here. This shows you the phase relationship between different pairs of channels. So you have the left in the LFE, the left and the right side rear, and so on and so forth. So if it's all the way red, that means those two channels are out of phase. If it's all the way green, that means those two channels are perfectly in phase. And if it's yellow, it means that they have a neutral phase relationship. And then finally, we have the frequency spectrum here. That's a pretty standard frequency spectrum. These can all be rearranged and resized to your heart's content for whatever requirements you have. You can get rid of modules, you can have multiple of the same module if you so desire. The world is your oyster. Eventually, when it comes out, it's going to look a bit more like this with a couple of extra views. The other new thing is SigMod. SigMod has just been updated. It's been around a few years. If you're familiar with it, you probably know that it is a modular utility belt plugin that has a bunch of different single process modules which all do one simple task. The main changes with this are it's had a facelift, so it looks a little bit more handsome. We've also added in this split module, which allows you to have a completely different signal chain for the left side and the right side of SigMod. Previously, it was the same for both channels. We've also added a mono version of the plugin. Previously, people were disappointed that you could only insert it on a stereo track, so people asked and we delivered. Also, we've got Paragon here. This has been out for a little while, but because of the big thing that we all know about, because of that, we weren't able to demo it in person until recently. So just quickly, Paragon is a convolution reverb. It runs in up to 712 channels surround. It uses a brand new method of convolution, which is somewhat cleaner than other convolution reverbs, because when you do things like adjusting the decay time and the room size, it doesn't use time stretching. It actually deconstructs and resynthesizes the impulse response. So you basically get a cleaner sound. You don't get the same artifacts that you might get with a different convolution reverb that uses time stretching. It also has this mic distance control, which adjusts the balance of early and late reflections to give the impression that the sound source is further or closer to you. And yeah, it's just really flexible. There's all kinds of things that you can do, but I won't get bogged down. You should try it for yourself. I've been Freddy from NUGEN Audio, and I'm here talking to Plugin Boutique. You can check all this out on their website.